Hey folks, Casey here with Two Tankards. Welcome back to our video series on how to properly calibrate the MakerMade M2. Today's video is sponsored by MakerMade, the manufacturer of the M2 CNC, and today we're going to tackle the Edge Calibration Tab, so stay tuned. So let's take a pause and talk about our tools. For this tab, we're going to use one primary tool. That's a good set of digital calipers. We're going to use this end of our digital caliper right here, which is our depth measurement. If you need to know more about how to use your calipers taking these measurements, please review the Z-axis calibration tab. I showed it pretty good in depth in there. For this tab, let's go ahead and get started moving our sled and taking our measurements. To begin our edge calibration, we click on the Edge tab. Note here that we have 6 locations that we will eventually move our sled to throughout the edge calibration process. On top of that, note that each location takes 1 or 2 measurements that need to be completed. The 4 corners will take 2 measurements for the edge, top or bottom, and the 2 center will just take the top and bottom measurements. At this point, we will now click the top center move button and you'll see the sled start moving towards the top. When the sled stops, note where the edge of the sled is to the edge of the spoil board. If the edge of the sled is hanging over, it's a negative number. If it stays within the envelope of the spoil board, it is a positive number. You'll now measure that. I'll now take my digital calipers and measure the distance from the edge of my sled to the edge of my spoil board. If the edge of the sled does not go past the edge of the spoil board, then it will be a positive number. If the sled hangs over the edge of the spoil board, it will be entered as a negative number, as mine shown in this picture. I now take that measurement and enter it into the same location where I moved the sled. I enter negative 1.4 because my sled was hanging over the spoil board. We're now ready to move to the next location. I now click the top left move button and allow the sled to move to the top left corner of my spoil board. Once the sled stops, I now repeat that process with my digital calipers. I'll measure the top edge of my sled to the spoil board, as well as the second side, the left side of the sled to the spoil board. I will take 2 measurements. I will write these down and then I will proceed to move the sled and write the measurements down in the counterclockwise position until all are complete. Now that I have all of my edge measurements entered, I can now click on the Calibrate button. Once you click on the Calibrate button, the software will recalculate your accuracy based on the numbers you entered in all 10 measurement boxes. Once done, it will give you your new accuracy. I am very happy with my new accuracy number at 1 millimeter, so I will click on the Apply Calibration Results. The software will now apply the settings to my machine profile. If your new accuracy is more than 6 millimeters, I would recommend performing another edge calibration. Simply click on the Move to Center button and start the edge calibration over again. If your new accuracy is less than 6 millimeters, then you need to decide if you want to move to precision calibration or further refine the edge accuracy. Alright folks, that's it for the Edge Calibration tab. If done correctly, you'll get an accuracy that's tight enough that you don't need to move on to a Precision Calibration tab. As always, if you like our content, please click like and subscribe to keep the channel moving. And if you're buying anything from MakerMade, please use my affiliate link right here. Save yourself 10% and we'll see you on the next video.